It's Sunday. It's a new weekly reading vlog. I'm starting this today because I have updates. So I did my Body Read pages for yesterday and today because I didn't read yesterday's. And today's are the first pages that I've actually been interested in continuing. We're at page 600. It should not have taken this long, but I'm a little bit more invested now. Still only with 2 characters, but things are starting to connect and it's starting to make a bit more sense, even though I still have no idea who the hell some of the characters are. But then I started a book that I've been putting off. I started Hurricane Wars. Now, I've said this many times, the reason I'm putting it off is because I loved the fanfiction, and I'm scared I'm going to hate this because I've not seen anyone who loved the fanfiction like this. So I'm worried because I love the fanfiction. So far, I am a good chunk in. I'm like 162 pages in. And so far, I'm really enjoying this. It's really interesting to see how the start has been mixed up because... mixed up from the fanfic, because in the fanfic this is very much set in Star Wars world. It's not an alternative universe, it is Star Wars. So it's set in space with all the different planets, and they go to this planet and it's where the 2 people meet is on this planet, except in the fanfiction it's Rey and Kylo, so they already know each other from The Force Awakens. And it's really interesting because obviously this has been set up differently because she is not Rey. She is not with the Resistance. She's a random person who we are meeting who's called Taliesin, which is really annoying because all I keep picturing is Taliesin from Critical Role, and that's not right. I need to be picturing Daisy Ridley. But the name is throwing me off. But so far, I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to need to give proper updates to this one and Emma, because you're never going to read the fanfiction, are you? And Emma said she might read the fanfiction, but she's okay with spoilers. So it's more like I just want to have a conversation without having to be careful what I say when I talk about the fanfiction. Because I don't want to spoil things on here, because there's things in the fanfiction which... I don't know if they're going to happen in this, but so far it's very much sticking to the fanfiction, and I'm really enjoying that. But yeah, it's intriguing so far, especially since it's obviously in the fanfiction it's going to different planets, whereas this it's on one world and it's just going to different parts of the world instead of different planets in the universe. So yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. And look, this is the second nun, and I think you saw at the end of last week's clip, she had only done the base and the arms, and now she's almost finished it. She's got to finish the head and then do the wimple. Smashing it.
So call me Smashley.
But yeah, also, you kind of match this book because you're wearing yellow and purple.
Yay for pyjamas.
But yeah, that is my update. I don't know if I'll do a vlog clip tomorrow. I might not. Who knows? But I'm not going to be reading in the evening because we're going to play a board game.
I'm excited.
Because we don't do that enough. But we have been watching a lot of Vox Machina today. A lot. And we got Indian Takeaway because there was a really good deal on one near her. So we got that. And it was so good, but it was so much food.
5 courses for £12.
Worth it. But yeah, so that's the update. I will catch up with you probably Tuesday now, but maybe tomorrow, we'll see. Who knows? Probably Tuesday, let's be real. So yeah, bye. Hello, it is Tuesday. We have just finished watching Bake Off. I'm so happy it's back. But reading updates. So today, I accidentally read 2 lots of pages of this. I don't want you thinking it's because I got so engrossed in it. I just stopped paying attention to chapter numbers and realised a few chapters, about halfway into tomorrow's pages, I had read half of tomorrow's pages. So I thought, that's great, let's just read all of tomorrow's pages. Lisa has managed to catch up though, which means instead of us finishing this book on Thursday, we can finish it tomorrow. Yay! I'm still only invested in 2 characters. And in the pages I read today, they were not the main focus. There were some chapters with them, but it was focusing a lot on one of the other characters that I do not care about. There is also a trope in this I absolutely hate, and I didn't think it was going to be in it. And then it turns out it was. Yay! So that's rubbish. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a 3-star at the most. But on a happier note, I finished The Hurricane Wars, and this was a 5-star. And it's a low 5-star because I don't think the world and the history of the world has been expanded on enough for people that haven't read the fan fiction. If I had not read the fan fiction, I would not have enjoyed this as much.
Yeah, the world building isn't great.
Yeah. I like how she has transferred it from a Star Wars universe to a different universe. I do think it's been cleverly done. And the whole like dragon thing is really interesting because they're not actual dragons in the fan fiction. So that's really interesting. But I really enjoyed it. And I really enjoyed seeing little bits and pieces that are exactly the same as the fan fiction, just with different names. So yeah, I'm happy with this. It does mean that I will be keeping my pre-order for book 2, which yay, but my bank account isn't yaying. I think my bank account was kind of hoping that I would not like it.
Disney.
Yeah, it comes out in December. But it's fine. It's fine. And then I started Bonded by Thorns. I did only get like 49 pages in. I'm very much seeing how this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling already. But I am intrigued. I think it's set it up quite well in the first like 50-ish pages because, yeah. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow when I can read more and actually get into the story. But yeah. The character who's very clearly supposed to be Gaston, yeah, I hated him the moment he came into it. So, very well done. But that's not hard, it's just a man. But I'm excited to see more of the beasts because this is a reverse harem. And I'm not looking forward to that part because that's not one of my tropes that I like, but it's fine. So yeah. But that is my update. I'm hoping tomorrow, obviously I will finish Day of Fallen Night, but I'm hoping to finish Bonded by Thorns and then start another book. I can't remember what book I think next on my list is Crimson Moth. It's either Crimson Moth or Hawthorne Legacy. I'm reading them both this week. I've written it in my planner, so it depends on what one I've written first. I might have written Hawthorne Legacy because that's actually a library book. Okay. But they're both getting read this week. So, yeah. My TBR's going better than expected. Woo. So, yeah. It does mean, like, I was thinking, like, oh, I can... I'll probably be able to squeeze another book in that isn't on my TBR. And then I thought, no. Instead, I could give myself a break and watch some Critical Role before my October TBR, which is also quite big. Help. But yeah.
I'm just crocheting.
The Nun is nearly done. That rhymed.
Just making a wimple.
So yeah. that is my update for today. And I'll catch up with you tomorrow, where I will hopefully have finished 2 books, but definitely have finished 1. Hello, it's Wednesday. We're very tired. I have reading updates. So I finished. This scraped a 3-star. The trope that's in it that I hated how it was handled at the end. It would have been a slightly higher 3-star if it wasn't for that. Nearer the end, it started talking a lot more in the POV of one of the other characters that I just didn't care about. So I was just like, I don't care. And yeah, the 2 characters that I actually did care about wasn't enough to bring it up. So yeah, it's done. And when I get home, my copy will be getting unhauled. So yeah, oh, that wasn't a nice sound. Sorry. That was me. And then I finished Bonded by Thorns. This was also a 3-star, but it was a pretty standard 3-star. I think on Corpo it's technically a 3.5. It was okay. I don't know if I'm going to continue this series because I don't know. I don't think I care enough. And also, I understand why some people like the reverse harem part of this, but I'm not here for it.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Is this spicy?
Yeah. There is also male, female and male in this.
It's weird because isn't it written by sisters?
Yes.
That's weird.
Yeah. I will also say, I don't think this is a spoiler at all. So it's 4 handsome fae princes. And when certain things happened, I was like, wait, aren't these princes as in brother? They're not. They're not related. I fully stopped listening to it and Googled because I was like, if these are brothers, I don't want this. And I was fully ready to DNF, but no, they are not related. They are 4 princes of different families. But yeah, it was okay.
It was fine.
It was fine, in the words of Chloe. It was fine. And it's a shame I've not got that bookmark with me. So yeah, but I don't know if I'm going to continue the series, but I'm not going to continue buying them. If I do continue reading them, I'll be getting them from the library, which is fine. But I don't know if I will. It's a Friends reference.
I finished a Nun.
She did. She finished another Nun.
We have 2.
But yeah, to top off the day though, it was a good end to the day reading wise because I started, I'll put it here, The Hawthorne Legacy. And I'm happy to report I'm 93 pages in and I'm obsessed. Audibly gasped at one bit. And I'm having a great time with this one. So yeah, I also got approved for an arc on NetGalley of A Pirate's Life for Tea by Rebecca Thorne, which if you don't know is the sequel to Can't Spell Tea Without Treason. No, Can't Spell Treason Without Tea, which is like my favourite book of the month. And I need to read it, so I'm probably going to try and squeeze that in this month.
And she's already said she's going to read it, like.
In my defence, I opened it up on Kindle and the formatting is horrendous.
What was it?
So I looked and it's being archived on the 3rd of October. So I've got to read it before the 3rd of October or otherwise I'll lose access to it on the NetGalley Shelf app, which I hate. Especially, I can understand if I got approved for this months ago, but I got approved today at about 4:30, which is the 25th of September. So I've literally got 9 days to read it, which is ridiculous. So yeah, I want to squeeze that in. So yeah, but that's my update for today. That's it. I will catch you with you tomorrow. My plan for tomorrow is to finish Hawthorne Legacy and then start The Crimson Moth.
I like that book.
Um,
I want to reread that book.
so yeah, that's my plan reading wise for tomorrow. So yeah, I will catch up with you tomorrow. Hello, it's Saturday. It has once again felt like Sunday because I had a half day yesterday. I didn't vlog yesterday. I had a half day on work and then listened to some of The Crimson Moth whilst I worked. No, after work. And then when this one got home from work, we went Asda and then we went for date night. We went, had food, and then went to see Shaun of the Dead in the cinema.
Yeah, it was great.
It was so good. That film has aged
Terribly.
but it's still funny.
It's so funny. But it's such a, like, oh my goodness gracious.
And it's also the first time in ages that I've watched it, and it is the first time I've watched it where I've realised Jackie from Friday Night Dinner is in it. She's literally in it for about a minute.
If that.
If that. But yeah, I was like, oh my God, I know that face. So yeah. And then today, so we're a little bit more squashed together than we usually would because we're actually sitting on the 2-seater, not the 3-seater. Because the 3-seater's over there now, where the TV used to be. And the TV is where this one used to be. We moved her living room around because the TV wouldn't fit properly because it was a different TV.
Yeah, so my old TV, which is there, is about this big. Yeah, so it's tiny. It's tiny. And I got a free telly. Like a free 50-inch telly. I'm not saying not that. So, got off the telly. Great, amazing. Telly gets, get the telly in. Doesn't fit on the TV stand. And I'm like, oh no. So we had to kind of like put together a makeshift TV stand with a thing. Don't laugh. With a side table. And it didn't really work, but it kind of did. And it was like, right, it's good enough. We ordered a new TV stand. Text Mama said, good news, TV's here, bad news, and I need a new TV stand. Get a phone call 5 minutes later saying, you should have said, Billy's got one. And I was like, well, we've already ordered a new TV stand, so it's fine.
And I looked and you can't cancel it.
And we can't cancel it. So, yeah. Anyway, new TV stand comes. This one puts it together by herself whilst I'm at work. And so I come back and I'm like, you didn't have to do that, but thank you very much. Anyway, long story short, it didn't fit in that corner.
No.
It didn't fit in that corner. And the way the room is like laid out, to move everything around so that it did fit in that corner would have blocked off the doorway. So we had to move everything else around. And it's literally been not a single thing in this room apart from the lamp is in the same place that it was.
Yeah.
So
like the coffee table was under the window, but that's where the big sofa is now. Because it was the coffee table and the TV, but now it's the big sofa.
And then the big sofa used to be against this wall, but now it's the little sofa. And the little sofa used to be over there where the telly is.
So yeah, that has been today. We have literally just
turned it. I've just realised we've done like a 90
turned
degree
it
change.
like that.
Yeah, we've done a 90-degree change of the room.
But yeah, so we had breakfast, had a bit of chill time, and then wanted to get started, and ended up just doing like tiny little bits for like 5-10 minutes, and then sitting down on our phones. And then this one remembered that Chloe reads books, was doing sprints all day. So we put them on, and oh my God, we literally got up and started doing stuff on the sprint.
Cause the sprint had started, I think she only had like 35 minutes left.
Yeah.
And then we had like moved 3 things, hoovered and done this, that and the other. And it was like half the job done
Yeah.
in like 30 minutes. And I was like, what the hell?
And we got the rest moved on the second sprint. And then on the third, it was just me sorting out some stuff that we'd just sort of shoved in a bag or two.
And moving the telly.
Yeah.
Moving the telly. That was the big one.
So...
Because,
yeah.
Yeah, the way that the room's laid out, we had to kind of do it in bits.
Yeah. So we had to move the coffee table completely out of this part of the room. And the...
ottoman.
That's what it's called. I couldn't think of the word. So we had to move that completely. But yeah, and then this one made mac and cheese. We were good because Chloe kept talking about Chinese on the sprints, and we were gonna, but then we were good financially and decided to just make the thing we'd already bought things for. So this one made mac and cheese and it was great. And then I washed up and read a little bit more Crimson Moth. I'm really enjoying this. I had a theory and I made this one tell me whether I was right or not. I was not right, but it was an interesting theory.
It might still be a theory that's correct in the next book.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. It's sort of like a... Would you count this as a love triangle?
Kind of like a loose one.
Yeah. It's a very loose love triangle and I'm here for it, and I already know who I want her to end up with. I don't think it will happen in this book, but we'll see. But yeah, so I read a bit more of that. I've got like less than an hour. I've literally got this much left of it. So I'll be finishing that tomorrow. So you'll find that out in next week's vlog. And then we are buddy reading The Phoenix Keeper, by which we are just putting the audiobook on and reading it at the same time. We read the first 50 pages of this and I'm already so obsessed. Like, there is a bird called Archie, and Archie is a pain in the butt, and I'm already obsessed with him. He's already my favourite. But I also really like the main character. Where her love of animals is concerned, like, I'm relating to her.
And then where her introvertism and just social anxiety is concerned, I'm relating to that, which is not fun.
Like, even though I am an introvert and I do have a little bit of social anxiety, mine's not as bad as hers.
Mine is.
But...
well, not as, but there's certain things that were said where it's literally like, I have a friend who, her partner did not think that I liked him because I didn't talk to him. And she said, well, she specifically said, like, you struggle to, we ended up talking a lot after that and stuff, but like, I struggled to kind of talk to people, and she said, like, oh, you do that, and I was like, yeah, but like, NaNoWriMo, we met through that, don't support that anymore, and we met through that, and I was like, I instantly talked to you. We also went to a Twilight fanfiction meetup, don't judge me, and yeah, and down London, and me and this other person who I'd never met before and barely spoke to had a full-blown conversation about Buffy Vampire Slayer. And I turned around and said, yeah, you get me talking about something that I like and I will be extroverted about it, but until then, yeah, I do struggle to talk to people.
Yeah.
I'm better now. I had to get a job in customer service.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far. But we are going to go to bed now because it is 9:30 and we have been busy today, and like, not just normal busy, like busy in the sense of like doing a lot of heavy lifting and like moving things, and yeah, tired. So I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna wrap up this vlog. I will be finishing both of these tomorrow, so I'll give you updates in next week's vlog. And then once these are done, that's my TBR officially done, because House of Earth and Blood is being rolled over to next month now. So that will be my TBR done. And then I think I'm going to try and squeeze in Pirates Life for Tea because I got approved on NetGalley. And it gets archived on the 3rd of October. Yay. So I'm hoping to start that tomorrow evening, maybe, and finish it Monday. So yeah. Yay. Hi, it's Editing Becca here. Just coming in to say I am editing the vlog and realised I told you I read the first 93 pages of Hawthorne Legacy and was having the best time, and then promptly forgot to tell you I finished it.
Yay.
It was a 5-star. There were gasping moments. There were twists and turns I wasn't expecting. It honestly is a roller coaster of a series, and I've already reserved book 3. It's not on my October TBR, but I have.
Gonna read it anyway.
Well, Libby says it's like an 8-week wait, which takes me into November. So if I get it early, I will probably read it early. But I'm going to see if I can get it onto my November TBR and just make it one of the first books I read. But I can't believe how quickly I'm getting through this series. I'm having the best time. It's so much fun. And I'm so happy because Siobhan messaged me saying that they had started reading the first book and they were doing like a try a chapter, and then was like halfway through it. And then later that day, I think it was, I got a message saying they had finished it and they liked it and reserved the second book. So yeah, I'm going to go back to the vlog now. But yeah, that is it for this week's vlog. I feel like I say this every time. I don't think it's that long a vlog because
It's definitely not as long as last week's.
No.
Because we kept on forgetting to film.
Yeah. But that's fine. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.